What is up, everybody? Adrian M. Gibson here, co-host of SFF Addicts, here to discuss the wild and incredible experience that we all had at Worldcon in Seattle. And I'm here with my two beautiful co-hosts, MJ Kuhn. How you doing, girl?
Hi, I'm doing lovely. Finally recovered from my con crud.
You got so sick.
I got so sick. Worth it though, worth it.
So worth it. Con crud. Just fucking rock it. And Greta Kelly, how are you?
I'm good.
You got sick during
You
the con,
also
I
right?
was
got
sick
sick,
during
yeah.
the con.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
was
basically, Greta
struggling.
got me sick. So it's Greta's fault.
Yeah.
Don't blame it on Greta.
Yeah.
I actually think we had something different.
I think so too. But Greta just like mainline vitamin C and
Dude,
like
It
Greta
whatever.
was
powered
Just
through.
obscene, the amount of
prepare,
vitamins I was
yeah.
taking.
Superhero moment. Yeah, you had star power. It was like the Mario Kart music. Do, 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 do.
We'll go with that.
The whole
Sure.
week.
Greta just like
Mhm.
sleeping at our Airbnb.
I know.
Like-
I'm sorry. Let me just go back home at 11:30 to nap for 2 hours. I'll be back.
Hey, you rocked it.
You made it. You made it, girl.
So we wanted to just recap our experience of the convention, just to give you all a little insight into how much fun we had, all the kinds of shenanigans that we got up to, and yeah, we'll just kind of take it day by day. Because we all came from different parts of the world. I was from Ecuador and then visited my family up in British Columbia. And Seattle's like my backyard. I was there all throughout my teens and everything, like going to see all ages concerts because stupid Vancouver only had 18 plus. It's just like, whatever, man. It's like all the cool concerts I wanted to go to. It's like Justice was like 18 plus in Vancouver, and then I had to go to Seattle if I wanted to go to the all ages one. Daft Punk, that was at a stadium, but they didn't come to Vancouver at all.
Oh,
Vancouver's
see?
not cool enough.
Nope.
So, anyways, I'm very familiar with Seattle, so it was really fun for me to just be like, cool, I'm just gonna go hang out with some friends in Vancouver and then take a bus down. And meanwhile, I'm on the bus and getting messages from everyone like I'm on my plane, and just the excitement was palpable, man. Yeah, but yeah, we all made it to our Airbnb.
Mhm.
We got a shared Airbnb. It was the three of us plus Evan Lycum, our good buddy from Portland. You may know him as Book Reviews Kill, author of Angie Kills a King, as well as Taylor from Made Between the Pages and her husband. They came over from the East Coast of the States. And it was just, yeah, it was really nice, like cozy
It was
vibes.
a great group.
It was a good crew. It was my first time doing any sort of book or author event where I didn't just like have my own hotel room. So I was like a little nervous
Right.
about it because like
Mhm.
anyone who knows me in real life knows I'm just like the most aggressive introvert of all time. And so I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna have my own space to decompress. I might die. But no, it was super fun and it was really chill. And Greta, we were roommates and it was
Yeah.
like the easiest rooming situation of literal all time.
Well, I mean, I was asleep for most of the first 2 days, so
fair,
we were
we were
basically
both-
alone.
Yeah,
Pretty much
being roommates with like a hibernating bear.
You could call me Sleeping Beauty.
Dying of the plague.
There you go.
Come on.
We also pretty much only slept
My
at the
fuzzy
Airbnb.
Greta.
Oh no.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it was great. It was really fun. And it was like way cheaper than getting a hotel. So
Yeah, very much so. And like Papa Adrian was cooking breakfast every morning.
yes,
And, like,
our
making
Airbnb
coffee.
dad.
Yeah, it was really nice. The first night we had a bunch of friends over. Sorry to our Airbnb host. We had way over capacity, but whatever.
It wasn't a party, we swear.
It wasn't a party.
Again.
It was a friendly dinner.
When they're
I don't know
saying
what
no parties at an Airbnb in a downtown area, they mean like don't have like 30 children over for a raver. They don't mean we're in our
Yeah.
30s. We're having a dinner party.
We're having beverages and eating
We're
eating
each having
spaghetti.
a beer and
Scandal.
Just a bunch of nerds talking about books and stuff.
Their worst nightmare.
Yeah. But it's so nice. It was like Ryan Cahill came, but a bunch of the people from Wraithmarked, Jackson Dickert and his wife were there. Noah from Noah's Brisk Reviews, who's a Washington native, came up and hung out with us. A bunch of my friends from the Break-Ins, which is my debut author group, came and joined us, like Nick Fuller, Kid Love, Josh Walker and his wife. It was just really nice to have like a big Jiang came as well.
Mhm.
It was just nice to have like a big crew who I don't know if everybody like I don't think anybody knew each other. Like there were some relationships that were built through the internet,
Mhm.
but a lot of people it was like their first time seeing each other in person, or like they had never met each other or heard of each other beforehand.
Well, and then that
Um,
kind of became like a core crew that like
yeah,
kept running into
Yeah.
each other and seeing each other
yep,
throughout all of Worldcon. So it was like, you know, it was so weird because there were so many people that on the first day
yeah,
Mhm.
I either had never met at all before or had only met online before. And by the time we left, I was like, oh my God, like, have we not been friends my entire life?
It is like a weirdly like a pressure cooker way of making friends. Like you
yeah,
all run through this gauntlet of a long weekend doing this crazy thing and having all these experiences, and
yep.
it's great.
Like, more so than anything I've been in since, like, freshman year college, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? I think that's the
Yeah.
last time I had, like, such
It is very like
concentrated
If
Hell
like
Week
fucking
social
like
in college
experience.
yeah, like
sports.
school spirit, let's go. Like,
Except the school is fantasy
Life.
books.
yeah, it's like SFF, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it was really nice to hang out with everyone, and I think that was kind of like a good way to ease into what was very much like a constant stream of seeing people
Mhm.
and talking to people and very, very little downtime.
Yeah.
Because it was like the next day we just like went right into it. I mean,
Mhm.
Greta, you had panels at like
I
what,
had
9:30 or something like that?
Yeah, 9 o'clock. I had 3 panels all stacked right in a row that first day, which was a long day. I was pretty fried by the time our workshop came around.
What were the two panels you did that morning again?
Yeah, it was great. I had one, it was called Talking the Talk. It was basically all about creating meaningful and compelling dialogue in science fiction and fantasy. So that was great. I love talking dialogue. If you guys have read, Queen of Days, you know I love talkers. And then my second panel was on the manic pixie dream girl and like how to not maybe write that, how to write something a little bit more interesting, which was fun. It was meant to be like a very fun, lighthearted look at a trope that I think everyone loves and in a very well-intentioned way, but maybe how to tweak it so that it's a
Mhm.
more three-dimensional kind of portrayal of a quirky female character. So
Right?
that was
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
something
cool.
that's got a good core to it, but tends to
Yeah,
be yeah,
yeah.
everyone loves and loves to
'Cause
hate. I
I
love
can't
that.
remember the first time I
Yeah.
heard that term. I think it was like after watching Scott Pilgrim.
Dude, that's when, like,
Yeah,
Um,
that
everybody
was
heard about
peak.
but
yeah.
but
Yeah.
also what was that other one? It was like 500 Days of Summer or
Yep.
something like
Mhm.
That's
that.
one of
I
the
Yeah.
think
other
that was
That was
like
classic
one.
Manic
man,
Pixie
like
Dream Girls.
early aughts.
Yeah.
What a time
Right,
to be
what a
alive.
time to be alive.
What a time to be Zoe Deschanel.
Right? Holy
Like,
shit. Holy
literally,
shit.
though.
I will say like New Girl is a really fucking good show.
Dude,
It
it's
is. And that
amazing.
was like
Um,
my main thing of like, it is possible to write a manic pixie dream girl that is
right.
a whole human being that has
Yeah.
her own agency.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
that was fun. I think,
But I think it
yeah.
requires like a well-rounded cast
Yes.
in
Yeah.
Yeah.
order to elevate the magic pixie dream
Hmm.
girl. Manic, not magic pixie dream girl. We wish she
Magic.
was magic.
Maybe that's
Maybe
the
she's sometimes
difference.
magic.
Maybe the good one is the Magic Pixie Dream.
Maybe, yeah. Magic slash manic. But yeah, like
Mhm.
having like a well-rounded cast to kind of like act as a foil
Yeah,
for
well, just
them.
so that I
Mhm.
really think it's just so that it's not just because the classic Manic Pixie Dream Girl really only exists to teach a man a lesson about life.
Yeah,
Correct.
You know,
Yeah.
so
exactly.
when you have a
Yeah.
bigger yeah. But anyways, this is clearly a very interesting panel because we're
Yes.
basically diving into the
I
topic
know.
right
I
now.
know.
So
It's super cool.
That's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a good
lots
topic.
lots of
Yeah.
Yes,
fodder
that was
there.
good.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
And
then we
then
did
we had our workshop on
our
how to host
workshop.
a
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
That
That
was
was
so
actually
fun.
really fun because we had like I mean, we didn't have like a massive, massive crowd, but everyone who was there for a reason.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
locked
Um,
in and
yeah, it was like,
contributing.
yeah,
Yeah.
we had a really
super
like a
engaged.
really participatory group
Yeah. Which I think it would have been
with us.
awkward if they hadn't been participatory. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I
Yeah.
think it would
yeah.
have felt long because we
Because
had
it was
2
long.
and a
It
half
was
hours,
two and a
right?
half
Two and a
hours?
half
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
think
like,
it would have felt
thankfully
long
thankfully
without
they
that.
gave us 2.5 hours because I was like, when I put together like a PDF and like if anyone wants one, just like comment below and then we can figure out a way I can send you that PDF on like
Mhm.
how to make a podcast.
Yeah.
But it was like when I put that together, I had no in my head, I didn't I didn't think at all about like how long would it take to communicate
Go
this. So
through it
it's
all.
kind
Yeah.
of like
Those
it
were
was like
the
4 full pages,
questions
man.
and
Yeah.
examples. And yeah, we
Yeah.
ran it all the way to the end of that 2.5 hours. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but like it
said it
worked. It
wasn't
worked perfectly.
super well attended. There were more people there than I was expecting. Like it was
Yeah.
a pretty big room, and it was like what we had like maybe like 20, 30 people. I mean, it was
I
Yeah.
mean, you ran out of handouts, so
Yeah. I brought 25 handouts and those
So
all disappeared. So we
yeah.
probably had around like 30 something people.
Mhm.
yeah.
But yeah, they're all super into it, you know? It's like had really good questions. You know, some people had some very strange ideas of like what podcasts they want to do. And I'm
Like
like,
so
you know what?
fun.
Fuck
That's
Do
it.
your
the beauty
Do
thing.
your
of
thing. Yeah, you do
podcasting.
you.
That's what I
Yeah.
love. Honestly, okay, so like one of my favorite podcasts that I've ever listened to that's not ours is literally called Jelly Tarts in Bed. And it's because it's a play on it's the Dragon Prince. If anyone's watched that on Netflix, it is
Yeah, yeah.
literally just a podcast deep diving into the Dragon Prince, and that is an inside joke from the show.
I love it.
So that's my
That's
favorite thing about
awesome.
podcasts is that it can be so niched down to like
Yeah.
just this very targeted audience of
The
people.
deepest of deep cuts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Super fun.
No, but our audience was really cool for that. So I was
Yeah.
appreciative of the fact that it was like they were engaged, they were asking questions like throughout the whole thing, and afterwards it's like I kept seeing a bunch of them throughout the con, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
"Hey,"
Same.
I'd
I'd
be
be like, hey.
"What's up?"
So hey, if
You
any of
know?
you guys are there watching,
Yeah.
hey.
Hello.
No, now
Hello.
we can like say hello through the
Yes.
interweb.
Hello through
But
YouTube.
no, that was really fun. It was like just seeing like, you know, it felt like back when I was a tattoo artist and I had like return customers.
Mm,
I'd be like, it's nice to see you again, you know?
right.
And that actually gave me an opportunity to get to know some of them a little bit better. You know, like seeing them at the bar and stuff like that. And you know, some of them like coming to other panels that I did and or like my
Yeah.
table talk and stuff like
Mhm.
that. I was like, y'all are awesome. This is
But
really fun.
BarCon was great too. Speaking
BarCon
of the
was great.
bar,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the con
Yeah, I
after the
mean,
con is always the
yeah,
place to be.
it was so much fun. But okay, so I had so after we did the podcasting workshop, I had a panel on creating a shared universe, which is really, really fun. Also, like my panelists for that were fucking top notch, like really cool
Mhm.
people. One of them is actually an editor at I think it's Aconite Books, which does a lot of like video game and comic tie-in novels. And so I'm kind of like, you know, very nice to meet you. Like I would love to write like an Assassin's Creed book at
Yeah,
some
same.
point.
If you
Like
need
I don't
anyone to
know,
write for any of your
something.
IPs,
Yeah, exactly.
you know where to find me.
But no, it was super cool. And like I love talking about shared universes and um it was just fun to like meet like one of them literally like has like written companion books to like RuneScape and World of Warcraft and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Like she worked on like the World of Warcraft cookbook and I'm like that's fucking
So
awesome.
cool.
So random but so cool, you know? MJ, what were your other panels that day?
I had no panels that day except for
So
our
you just had the
workshop,
workshop, yeah.
but I
Yeah.
had the signing at Barnes and
Yeah, the
Noble
Barnes and
that
Noble
night, which was
signing.
really
Yeah.
fun. It was like this big mass signing where, God, who all was there? I shared a table with Andy Peliquin,
Andy
which was really
Peliquin,
fun
the
because he's
tallest
like
and
a
the shortest
foot
at
and
the
a half
same
taller
table.
than me. Yeah. But yeah, then let's see. Evan was there. Evan Lycum, Jeremy Zoll,
Shauna Wallace,
Shauna Lawless, Ryan
Ryan
Cahill,
Cahill, and Zach Argyle.
Zach Argyle.
Great group.
Yeah, it was
And
just Michael Michelle.
Michael Michelle. Yep.
Yeah, it was really
I think
fun.
that's
It
it.
was great. And since there were so many other authors there, it was like the whole thing felt more like a party than an awkward, like
Mhm.
as if you guys have done a bookstore signing. Like there's
There were a
always
lot of like
like
bloggers and
authors like
readers and
sitting
other
around.
Yeah.
authors
Yeah.
there. It was
And there
super
was
nice.
none of that. It was just everybody
Yeah.
chit-chatting, walking around. I mean, I did sell and sign a bunch, so it was great for me, like business-wise too, but like just in terms
Yeah.
of like fun. That was a really good event. I had a good time at that.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
thank
to
you to I
Zach
was gonna say
Argyle
for
and his
Zach
wife
for
Bookborn for
Mhm.
like putting that together.
yep.
Because that was a ton of fun. And like I'd heard that the Barnes and Noble like rep, the person who was like their events coordinator, was like, this is like the biggest event like of like you know, I think I don't know if she was like a fairly new or something, but she was like, I wasn't expecting this, like you
Yeah.
know, in a good way, obviously, like lots of sales and
Yeah.
a
But
really
that's
good
what
vibe.
you want because I
Yeah.
mean, since COVID, like in-person events have really gone
Yeah, they're
Plummeted,
down.
it's
yeah.
it's plummeted. So it's anytime like we do something and readers actually show up, it's like it just gives you life as an
Yeah.
author.
It sustains me.
You're out
Yeah.
there.
It was like I'm doing this and I'm not just talking to myself in a room.
Right. Exactly.
Screaming into the
Yeah.
void.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that
Screaming.
too, but
Yeah.
that's just a
But
hobby.
like, shout out to everyone that was there. That was such a fun event, and it was kind of like a perfect way for so many different people to congregate and to be like,
Yeah.
yo, we're all gonna go to this place at this time. I'll see you there. And it helped to kind of alleviate the pressure of having to coordinate with multiple people to do different things in separate places. It was like, we're all gonna go here. I'll see you there. And it
Yeah.
was just so much nicer to be like, cool, one place and
Right.
everybody comes.
Yeah.
You know? And then after that we went to, well, I think Greta, you went home because you
Oh
were,
yeah, I
yeah.
was asleep.
You were
I
like
was
super
asleep by like
tired.
8 o'clock
He
that
was
night.
battling the demons.
Yeah. And yeah, we went to the first night of BarCon,
Yeah.
which was I mean, I sounded really Canadian when I said that, BarCon.
BarCon.
Which for anyone who doesn't know, BarCon is basically just like when the day is done, a bunch of people from the convention go to the bar. And usually it's like one hotel that is like
Close.
associated with the convention in some way. Like usually the convention is like pushing a few hotels, but I can't remember what the name of this one was.
The
It's the
Sheraton.
Sheraton,
The
right?
Sheraton. Yeah. Yeah. Good old Sheraton. So a bunch of people from the convention were staying there. And then the downstairs, like the ground floor bar was where everyone met up for BarCon. It's basically just like drinks and conversations.
Yeah, just
Is
chatting, chit
yeah.
chat, and like it was honestly kind of like a like if anyone out if you go to like networking events for work, but like make it fun. You know what I mean? It was just like a bunch of people milling around, talking,
Make
some talking
make
shop,
it
some
feel
being
like
social.
less I don't know,
Performative
just like,
because you're
yeah,
doing the thing
exactly.
you love
Yeah.
instead of the thing that
Yeah.
like you have to
The
do.
small talk isn't like pulling teeth. It's like, so
100%.
tell me what weird magic shit you've been thinking about
Yeah,
recently.
Yeah.
exactly.
I had
It
like
was
some
like a
crazy
bunch of nerds in one
conversations.
spot. Yeah.
Yeah, like I ran into Jeremy JT Greathouse, and he was there with like a group of friends with Elise Stevens, I think was
Yeah,
her name.
yep.
And then like a few other people whose names slipped my mind. I'm really sorry, but you're
There were
all
so many
awesome.
names that week.
I know it's so
Yeah.
many. I'm usually good with names and faces, but like it was a lot, and just like having really nice conversations with them, and then basically like hearing these crazy stories of like an author who like basically hired like some Peruvians to run like a human bot farm to like basically like
So that's what I'm doing wrong.
yeah.
That's why my
And this is the kind
engagement
of
is
shit that
down
you
on
hear. I was like, I
social.
had no idea that I was gonna like hear a story like this, but it's like I can't remember the author's name, and I'm not gonna call them out regardless. But there is an author out there who basically like basically gamed the algorithm on like different platforms by having this human bot farm
Yeah.
in
I mean, it's
Peru.
honestly, it's not that
So it was like,
uncommon
what
a
the
thing
fuck, you know?
in like
Yeah.
Yeah,
marketing. Like it's a thing that it's not an ethical thing. It's not a thing that
right.
like people do when they're doing things right,
Yeah.
but it's definitely a thing.
It's a choice that can be made.
Exactly.
Yeah. It
Exactly.
is definitely a
It is
choice.
in the decision
Definitely a
tree.
choice. Yeah. So yeah, that was just the kind of interesting stories you can stumble into at BarCon, where everyone's like letting a little bit loose, and that includes their lips, their stories that they're gonna tell.
Get all the tea, apparently.
Oh yeah, man. That one was very, very funny. But it was also like great to see Jeremy and like
Yeah.
meet a bunch of authors, like hang out with like Matt Dinneman and just like the whole Break-ins crew, and basically like all the people that we'd seen already. Just like we kept coming back together
Yeah.
again and again.
That's it. Like
And it
when
was
you're
really, really
like
nice.
listing out everyone that was at the Airbnb on Tuesday night, it was like, yeah, that's like pretty much we just kept finding each other, like
Yeah.
little magnets all week, which was really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then that was like that wrapped it on Wednesday for us.
Yeah.
And then I
And
went into
Thursday was like
Thursday
another
with
big
no
day
sleep.
for everyone. Yeah.
Thursday, was that your big day, MJ?
Yeah,
Me and
Thursday
MJ
was
had a lot
my
on
Oh, you
your
both did.
Wednesday. So I
Yeah.
had what did I have? Two do I only have two panels and two signings on Thursday. Oh, and a event for my publisher. So yeah, Thursday was like for me. But yeah, I had a 9 a.m. panel on authoritarianism in science fiction. which was a lively discussion. It got quite political, unsurprisingly, right?
Yeah.
Lively is a good way of putting it.
Lively is a good way of putting it. Yeah, that one was a lot. But it was good in the end. I feel like we ended up in a really good place with it. And then my next thing was I had a signing at 1:30, which it was like one of those awkward signings where there's no books at your table. It's just they put you at a table like up on the third floor and are like, hope you have fans. So I mean, I didn't sign a ton. I was actually really pleased that I signed a few though, because I brought a notebook with me. I was planning on working on my
Didn't
book.
you have a signing at the same time and place as Martha Wells?
I was literally right next to Martha Wells.
Yeah.
She was literally right next to me, which was really cool actually.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, she's super nice, but she's also the guest of honor. So it's you should just give her own signing.
Oh,
like, and she had a
murder
Murderbot with her like the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Like the guy like just being Murderbot.
Like a Murderbot cosplay with her the entire time.
So that was pretty fun though, honestly. And I was at the table right next to Josh
Walker.
Yeah. So I chit chatted with him like the whole time.
And he's such a sweetheart.
He's so nice. So that was really fun. And then I had another panel at 3, which was realism as it relates to fear. So it was like a horror panel on we just talked all things horror actually, which was really fun. And like, what does realism even mean? Is realism like,
but aren't horror authors awesome?
Dude,
Like,
horror authors are the coolest.
Just in general.
Like, I mean,
cool generally like the sweetest. Like grimdark authors are always super sweet in real life.
Yeah.
Because all of the darkness goes into
the darkness goes on.
Yeah. There's none of it left in the but yeah, so that was really fun. But yeah, I had an event. Saga Press had like a little happy hour thing that I was only able to like stop by, and then I did another signing at like a booth in the in the what is it, the dealer's hall, where all the stuff is, where you get into trouble with your wallet in there.
Very much get into trouble with your wallet. Also,
we'll talk about that on the playlist.
Shout out to Tony Binns for running the Book Nook, the Bardwood Book Nook. Because like on day one, we basically had to drop off a bunch of our books there. MJ and I took Greta's because she had her panel.
Thank you.
And there was just like an old security guard who was just like, he was at the dealer's hall before it opened, and he would just refuse to let us in.
Dude, if I ever need a bouncer,
I can't let you in.
I'm finding that guy.
Dude is like 80 years old, and he was just like, no, you can't come in. You're not dealers. And we're just like, we have to drop off these books. He's like, well, I don't know the rules. Nobody told me. We're all like, what the fuck do we do?
Clearly was given his marching orders. But he was laying down the law.
all weekend long, I think too.
Right.
But shout out to Tony for running, basically like ran a consignment shop, and all three of us were able to sell our books there. And she's great. Her husband Justin as well is fantastic. And that was just like a nice kind of like cool. We got like our place in the dealer's hall that we can just kind of dip over and like say hi to some people. And also like the Grimoak Press was always with Sean Speakman, was always full of like really cool people. So shout out to them as well.
Nice. What did you guys have Thursday? I don't even remember. It was also
I had my tattooing panel, which is really fun.
Oh, that's right.
Tattoos in SFF. And that one was really fun because like everyone was tatted the fuck up, as they should be if you're on that panel.
I was gonna say, if you're on that panel and you're not.
But it was really great. Like our audience was fantastic, but we started the panel. I basically just like asked everyone like, let's do a little show and tell. Let's just like show off our tats and kind of tell people our relationships with them. One of the people was formerly Mormon and then left the church, and one of the first things she did was like, as part of her transition journey, was like getting a tattoo, like sleeves, like full sleeves on both her arms.
Love it. Full send, all in. I love that. I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah. So it's really cool to talk about tattoos in the context of like ourselves, but also fiction. And like our audience was loving it. They were showing us their tattoos as well. So that was a ton of fun. And then I had a table talk, which I was, again, like you with your signing, I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to show up for this. So, in the end, it ended like full table, really cool people. My friend Matt Kressel, who's an author and a podcaster, he showed up because he didn't know when he would see me or if he would see me, so he signed up for my table talk just to come say hi, and then came and hung out for the entire thing as well.
I love that.
And then Oh, who was it? The guy who came to our podcasting thing and was there with his sister who does like your
Oh
nails.
yeah, they were so cool.
Oh crap, I'm blanking on their names, but both of them are really, really lovely. And it was just cool to like get to chat with everybody. Literally, like I asked them more questions about themselves than than talking about me, which is just my way of like deflecting any awkwardness.
Yeah,
So
sidestepping social
yeah,
awkwardness.
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
that hard
So it was really
time.
nice. Like we ended up talking about a lot of crazy things, and like the funniest part was Matt. Somehow we got to the point where he was like, "Yeah, I knew a dude who like was really into snakes in high school, and then he ended up becoming a snake salesman. Literally, he just sells snakes. He has a website and he sells snakes in New York State." And so we were looking at his website and was like, what the fuck, you know? And this is the guy who like took him when he was in high school. He's like, yo, we're gonna go to this guy's house, and this dude like is basically selling illegal snakes out of his like
Oh my
out of like
God.
the out of like the closet underneath his stairs, like Harry Potter, fucking just
So
like
about realism
Nagini,
and
just you
horror,
know,
MJ.
Right? I love this though. That guy,
it's
you
so
know what?
random.
He knew his
Yeah,
dreams and he followed them.
so
Not many of
random.
us became what we wanted to be in high school. That
Yeah,
guy's winning.
Yeah, I
exactly. So,
suppose.
so that was just like totally random, but that was the funny shit that just cropped up
Yeah.
when you let people like talk about themselves, you know what I mean?
I love it.
And then I had like a really nice lunch with like Evan and I went for lunch with Julia V and Ken Babel and Fonda Lee and I Jang and a bunch of other people. There was like some editors from Tor there.
Hmm.
There were some other authors, and it was really nice. We went for some Thai food,
It
which was
looked great, but I had to
absolutely
leave.
delicious. I know, I'm so bummed, Greg. I'm so bummed. But that was really nice, and it like gave me and Fonda a chance to catch up a lot because we haven't seen each other in quite some time. And she was like legit like one of my first guests on the podcast. So it was like,
Yeah, I remember
you
that.
know,
You guys
going way
know each
back.
other quite well.
And then I had an awesome panel on Thursday as well. It was all about creating swears and pejorative language in science fiction and fantasy, and it was so much fun. It was a great panel.
Oh my God, I love
Really
that. I'm
lively audience.
so mad I missed that one because
Oh,
I
it
would
was
have
great.
loved to watch that one if I was free.
I mean, who doesn't want to talk about, swearing just in general, but when
Yeah.
you can then extrapolate that into science fiction and fantasy, ugh, chef's kiss.
Oh my God, so fun.
Uh,
I love it. Yeah. That one, I was bummed that I couldn't go to that one. I was like,
yeah, it
I
was
mean,
fun.
honestly, I don't think I saw a single other panel really,
I only
other
I
than
only
the ones that I
actually attended
participated
a
in.
few that I wasn't
Yeah.
on because yeah, it
Yeah.
was crazy. We were running around the whole time, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
And then that night, like we went to Zach Argyle's house for like a barbecue.
yeah, it was so
And
nice. They made like a
yeah, just like again,
beautiful
shout out to
taco
Zach and
bar
Zach and
spread.
his wife Bookborn for like fucking hell, like the spread they put out. Like their house is just gorgeous, like so picturesque and beautiful and well decorated. Cause like she just knows how to decorate things really
They're
nice.
just
You
like
know?
lovely
They're
people
so lovely, man.
inside and out, and
Yeah.
I just love that there's nice things that are happening for them. They're just wonderful. Like I love them
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really nice to hang out with a bunch of people again, like the same people that we'd like been seeing the whole time. Like we all come together again. Now we're at Zach's
It
place,
was like a
eating good
snowball the
food.
whole time though, because
Yeah,
like it
yeah,
didn't feel like it was clicky. It's not like we were like, oh, it's just us. It was like we
yeah,
kept gathering new fun friends
yeah, yeah,
like every day of the con, which was really fun. I've
yeah.
met so
Be
many new
like
people. Yeah.
I
now like Dirk
know.
Ashton's with us, like Mahir Wanshu from Fantasy Book Critic. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
it was just like gathering everybody again and again and meeting new people too. Like met some really cool because there were a lot of like people from Booktube and
Mhm.
like Bookstagram and stuff who were there. It was really nice to meet them and just like check out like Bookborn's cool office space with like the
Yeah.
Captain America
Her
shield
whole
and
setup.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so iconic, but like so professional and so well done. And then we had like the most unhinged Uber ride of all time on the way to
I'm so
BarCon
sad I missed that. It
afterwards.
sounded hilarious.
me and
Very
me and
fun.
John, I just got to shout out like John Minton
Yes.
from Talking Story. His son Jacob unfortunately couldn't make it to the convention, but like John and I really clicked. You know, it was kind of like you're like such a wholesome dad, like father figure kind of thing.
And
And
he's
he also
so
has
funny.
he's so funny. He also has like really like intense like ice blue eyes that are so captivating that you can't look
Mhm.
away. You know what I mean? And so it's like you just have a conversation with him and just have a great time. And me and him just like riffed on MJ wanting a book deal and like fucking went off for like 5 minutes in like New Jersey accents, like talking like New Jersey gangsters.
like
So
20s gangsters or whatever. It was very, very funny. But yeah,
so shout out to John the Mint.
I was gonna say,
He's a
well,
great
and to
guy.
talking to the I'm so sorry. What is the name of their channel again? I
Talking
forgot.
Story.
Talking.
Yeah.
I almost said it too, and then I doubted myself. Because I've
Never
been
doubt
checking it
yourself,
out.
MJ.
I
Never
know. I was checking it out this week because we met John, and he's so delightful, and like that channel is so fun, and it's so wholesome and so lovely,
Yeah.
and like just yeah. So if you are watching us and you don't watch them, go watch them because they're great.
Go subscribe.
Do it.
Yeah,
do
do it. Do it now. MJ the Raccoon tells you to subscribe. Oh my god. Yeah, and so basically like we ended up at BarCon again, had some really great time.
I didn't.
Really,
I cut
really
out
great
again.
times.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
Adrian at BarCon on Thursday.
Was it just me?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I was tired. I went home.
Well, I had a really good
home.
time. My friend Sal Goldberg, we like met up and then went and checked out. Oh no, I think that was Friday.
That was
Friday.
That was Friday. Yeah. So I'm skipping ahead. I can't even remember what happened.
I know.
on
It all runs
Blur.
together. Well, we're
Shenanigans,
running long,
man.
so let's jump to Friday, shall we?
Yeah, I mean Friday was the big day.
Friday was the
for
big
us.
day.
That was the day that we had our big Worldcon like live podcast panel for just like months and months and months I've been planning this thing. And shout out to the team at Dragonsteel.
Yeah.
Specifically like Octavia Escamilla and just like the whole tech team over there. And
Yeah, they were great.
And also like the convention for just trusting us with this.
Yeah.
Like thank you guys. We created like a headlining event because they just gave us free fucking reign. So
What happens
thank
when
you
you don't put a limit on us?
so thank you to Sunny Jim specifically for just like
and everyone like it's easy to forget in a con that is this big. It's all run by volunteers and people just donating their time, and you guys are fucking heroes. So thank you.
And that's something we witnessed because it's like we had a tech meeting on the morning on the Friday. So it's like we got there at like 9 a.m. and I basically set up this meeting with the tech team to just run over stuff and like check the stage, talk about the sound and the recording and all that kind of stuff. And like nobody knew what was going on. Pretty much
because they were short staffed. They had some.
They were so short staffed. Yeah.
And so we had to kind of jump in and do some setup stuff, which was fine. But yeah, they were all really great and like.
No, we had a morning workout. We moved.
Yeah, we did.
Like, deconstructed like a small stage that was on top.
Crawling under a stage with a wrench, like
right.
I'm basically a handyman now, you guys.
Yeah. MJ just flexing her arms.
Yeah.
Also, like Ryan Cahill, thank you for helping us out.
Yes, Ryan, thank you.
Yeah, but that was kind of like holy shit. Like that ballroom that we were in was fucking massive.
Huge.
And it was kind of surreal to just like be up on that stage and think like, okay, this is gonna be full of people in like a handful of hours.
Good. We just get to meet our heroes in front of 1,000 people.
Yeah,
no pressure.
Exactly.
Totally cash, guys.
Totally casual. But we had a great time. Like, I mean, after that meeting, like everything got sorted. Thank you, Keith, especially who's like the was running like the tech side of things.
Tech person that
main tech guy
encountered,
who's awesome and just like
really tall.
Really tall.
Really tall.
Why is everyone
super
tall?
Yeah.
I'm not tall.
I'm not short, and it was
no,
like
but like there were some
people
especially tall people.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Keith. Thank you to like all the tech, sound, lighting people. Like you're all hilarious and awesome, and that was kind of like a nice kind of like, okay, we know where we're gonna be, and we can kind of get all the authors here. And just everything else is just gonna happen. Like whatever happens kind of thing. And we had the chance to have lunch with everyone as well. It's like Brandon and the team from Dragonsteel, Robin Hobb and her two daughters. Rebecca Roanhorse came with us as well. Ryan and his assistant Shauna Lawless. Shauna was just his PA.
So great though. But yeah, no,
like, I really want to have lunch with you guys. Yeah, fuck it, come on.
It was good though, because honestly, she did keep him on task. He's a social man, and he knows everyone. So
Shauna did her job.
She's cracked that whip.
Cracked that whip.
Yeah, she's a hero.
But yeah, we had a really nice lunch with everyone. That was good, like to kind of like break the ice. And like I'd met Rebecca before. And we've recorded with Brandon.
Yeah, but not in person. That's
in person's like a totally different thing. So it was really nice to just chat with everybody and kind of calm the nerves a little bit. George wasn't able to have lunch with us, but also he had a panel like and at like 1:30, and then our thing was at 3. So it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's all good, dude. It's
Yeah.
all good. But then after lunch, like we were able to get over to the stage and basically get everything set up over there. Um, yeah, I was just really like, even though there were like tech issues and like we wanted to like introduce everyone, but MJ, what did you say? Like George just
Oh
like
my God,
strolled
no, it
onto
was so
stage.
funny.
Yeah.
Like because you were dealing with a tech issue, and I think Greta had gone off to find water.
I was trying to
or
find the water
something.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there was
I was
no
just
water. Where the
alone
fuck's the
backstage
water?
with an armful of tablecloths
Yeah.
when I look up and George R.R. Martin's walking in, and I was like, oh God. Of course, like drop everything and go shake his hand and greet him, which was like,
Yeah.
just like life changing, no big deal. But then he was like, he's older and he's tired, and he was like, yeah, is there somewhere I can
wanted to
sit down? And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a chair right here, because we had a chair right backstage for him, and he
Yeah.
just starts climbing the stairs onto the stage, and I was
He was
like,
like, fuck it.
Well, this
you
is
know what?
happening.
If George wants to sit in his chair, he's gonna sit in his chair.
You
So
do it,
I was
man.
like,
You do
whatever,
it.
we'll roll
Yeah.
with the punches. And it was
It all worked out in
Yeah.
the end, you know.
Oh.
Like
it was very funny though. He was like, nah, sis, I'm sitting where I want to sit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm saying what I want to say. Yeah.
Respect, honestly.
This is like, I don't give a shit about your like
Yeah.
whatever your pomp and circumstance.
It's like, you know what? It's fine. We'll just start seated. Not a big
Yeah.
deal. Yeah.
But like it all went well. Like
pretty
everyone
funny,
showed
though.
up. Like we,
Yep.
for the most part, like got all the tech issues resolved. We started on time, which was great, and it was packed. Like it was
packed.
They
super
turned
Yeah.
away like hundreds of people at the
yeah.
door, which is like, I felt
Yeah.
like the whole day after that, the whole con after that, every like third
Every other
I talked
person,
to
yeah.
was like, oh, I tried to get into that panel, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
So
It's
I'm
like,
really
darn
glad
it, we should have been in that bigger
Right? We should
ballroom.
have been in
But
I mean,
big
they should have.
ballroom.
You know what they told me afterwards is like, yeah, that ballroom was actually empty like the entire time that we were recording. So I'm like, you could have had us in there.
yeah.
We could have had like a crowd of like 3,000 as opposed.
See,
to
but
like,
you know
As
what?
opposed to just
Ultimately,
1,000.
As opposed,
we're gonna
yeah.
get more streams on our recorded channel. So
Yeah,
maybe we
exactly,
secretly
exactly.
planned it. Put your tinfoil hats on, guys.
Yeah, but like everything went really well. Like I don't know, I felt like we were all in like a good zone. It was just a lot of fun. Everyone had a good rapport.
Yeah.
Like Ryan started cracking jokes and like
I was
in
gonna
his,
say, as soon
hilarious.
as Ryan he's like, got unnervous,
Yeah,
which happened
yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah.
He quickly became like the glue that like transitioned between a few moments, which was really great. So
Yeah.
So that was really nice. And honestly, like the discussion was great overall. It was like parts of it were like, George dropping like a epic fantasy history lesson.
Yep.
And I don't know, like everyone brought really good perspectives to the panel. So I'm really glad that we had all of them on. And
Well,
like
I'm
thank you
excited to
again, like
watch.
George and Robin and Rebecca and Ryan and Brandon for doing that with us. It was like
thank you
fucking
guys.
highlight of my life.
Seriously. Well, and I
So
can't
much
wait to
fun.
watch the replay, because I remember when we were doing it, I'm like sitting there and I was like, damn, I wish I had a notebook. Like I would be taking notes right now. Like these people are dropping.
You're
Like,
right.
Yeah. So it will be really nice to be able to watch the replay and just be like, okay, now I can like actually analyze. Because when we're moderating, it's kind of difficult to be like, we're really keeping track of like who hasn't spoken, who's like, and like respect to George. He loved his ramblings.
Yeah. We're like, oh, gotta jump in now.
Gotta jump in now. Yeah. I think I tried to end the panel, I think like 3 times. Like George like interjected with
and
something
he's like,
else.
nah, I'm good. See, that's what I mean. It's like,
I'm gonna keep going, man.
Probably
No
like a good
fucks given.
half of the people in that crowd are like there to largely see him. So like, go off, kid.
It's
Do
fine.
your thing.
Yeah. But honestly, like all in all, it was really beautiful. Like it was a really nice celebration of epic fantasy. Obviously, the thing that people are aware about is like the heckler. Like we had the Q&A at the end, and there was that literally the last question.
And it was planned as the last question. It wasn't even like, oh, we're gonna cut it now. It was literally like, okay, 2 questions left, and then 1 question, and then it went to that person. It was like,
and just like a really shitty person.
It.
Yeah, who had to just like say some nasty things to George.
Yeah, but
I
did my best. I decapitated the microphone.
You did. Well, and that's the thing.
We was recording, or they were recording.
We planned ahead where we had people in the audience to have a hand on the mic. Thankfully, Greta was there to, pull the plug on it as fast as possible. But you can't control.
What can you do?
What can you do? We talked about it beforehand, where we're like, okay, is there a way we can like screen the questions? Is there a way whatever? Even if you did, you can't control what someone's going to do once they have the mic.
I mean, someone could tell you like, I'm going to say this, and then say
exactly.
something else.
So it's like, I think genuinely we did everything we could.
Yeah.
And, you know, people are going to people sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, the thing is, like, everyone that was actually there who saw the panel was like, the panel was really good. And that one person was really shitty, but it didn't like ruin it. You know, we were actually
No,
able
I
to like
don't think so.
get everyone up on stage for like at the very end and have like a really nice like group picture up on stage and like say goodbye to everybody and thank them for being there and all that. So in the end, it was like, okay, it didn't, for me, it didn't like derail or ruin
No,
No.
it was just like
anything.
one dark
Yeah.
spot. Because honestly, the
Yeah.
panel as a whole, and I don't, when is this airing? Will people have seen it already? Not yet.
No, it'll be out later than when this goes live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
when you guys do see it, it is like I left that feeling like just invigorated about fantasy,
Yeah.
wanting to, feeling hopeful about the future of fantasy and excited about the new like ideas that I can like use the little tidbits that they shared. And it was a
Mhm.
really positive and wonderful panel
Mhm.
overall. And just like
Yeah.
one little dark spot, which you guys won't even see because we're not gonna give
I'm
them
not going to
airtime.
give that person more airtime.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
So
Exactly.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Just
mean, it
watch
is.
it and just be in awe of the wisdom that George and Robin and Brandon and Ryan and Rebecca really just brought to
Yeah.
Yeah.
the table because they're amazing.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then go buy their books because they're
And then go
awesome.
buy the books. Yeah. But yeah, overall, like it was like a lot of hard work that really paid off. And like talking to Brandon and his team afterwards, like talking to Ryan and Rebecca and like Robin, and like I was able to chat with George the next day. Like they were all super gracious and they were like, you know, had a really good time, except for that one little hiccup.
Right. Except
Um,
for that one moment. And we're like, we will not speak of it.
yeah, especially George. It's like that was directed at him. So it was,
Yeah.
but like the entire panel stood up for him, and I was really appreciative of that.
Mhm.
Um, Rebecca was just like, "Fuck this!" Like, you know, she didn't actually say that, but that was like her demeanor. She
Dude,
was
so
like,
was Ryan. I
"Yeah,
have never
Ryan.
Yeah.
seen that man
Yeah,
anything resembling anything
yep,
other than just jolly and lovely. And he was like
hmm
Mhm.
actually angry. Yeah.
yeah."
So,
So thank you to our panelists for being really
mhm.
awesome, and the audience
Yeah.
was great too. Like everybody was very much like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the end, it's like I'm really happy with how the panel went, regardless of that little bit at the
Of
end.
one little dark
And
spot. Yeah,
One
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
little
exactly. And it was
much.
cool because afterwards we went to the like a Tor Books cocktail party,
Mhm.
and so many. I mean, like Brandon's published by Tor, and a lot of the people who were at that party were either at the panel
Or
or
knew
like
about it.
had
Mhm.
already started to hear like the gossip, and so it
Yeah,
was like
the rumor
the
mill had
game
been a
the
running.
game of telephone just like started immediately, like immediately. But it was nice because like we got to see a ton of really cool people. I think on like the elevator ride up, I just like glanced out of my peripheral vision, and it's like, that's Lee
That's
Bardugo.
Lee
Yes,
Bardugo.
we
He's down
literally
there.
rode on an
Yeah.
elevator with Lee
Yeah.
Bardugo. No big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah. And then just like me being me, I was just like, "Are you Lee Bardugo?" She's like, "Yep." And then like we just like started joking a little bit, and she was like, you know, "Are you like or
She's
like
like, I
what's the
thought, or like, are you going to
no,
serve me with papers?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you gonna serve me papers?" Kind of thing.
Like, no, we just know who you are because we're going to the tour thing too.
No, she was
Yeah,
really
she
great. It
was
was just like
funny.
that.
Yeah,
It was
very cool.
like everyone I met, like all the people that we'd been hanging out with the entire con were all there, and so many like authors who hadn't met at that point, like met Scott Lynch, which was really awesome, and he was
I
super
did not
nice.
get to meet
I was
Scotland. I'm
jealous of
Um,
that. I
so
got to
bummed.
meet Sarah Reese Brennan though, and she was
nice.
a
Oh yeah, yeah,
delight.
yeah, yeah.
An utter
I
delight.
like popped over when you were talking to her.
Mhm.
And you're like,
Yeah, she had a super flashy dress.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
really
Very
cool.
sparkly. I
Yeah,
liked it.
yeah. But I like just met so many awesome people. Like whether it was like a editorial side or like the authors. It was just really fun. Even though it's like this is like a corporate event. And there was like a little bit of a corporate veneer with like the speech and stuff like that. But then after that, it was like, you know, people just
it was
fucking
literally
chit
just like
chatting.
It's what you gonna do.
It was
BarCon
like,
part one. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the same energy I felt.
Exactly. And that just like continued into everything for the rest of the night. It was like
Hmm.
more BarCon, more hanging out with people. We went for Hot Pot with like Clay Harmon and Christopher Buellman and like,
Taylor LaRue, remember the
yeah,
name? She's gonna
Yep.
be
Taylor
huge.
LaRue.
Oh yeah.
Calling it now, man.
Oh yeah.
Sell it. But like nobody had a hot pot before, so I had to teach everyone how to hot
Super
pot.
fun. I've always
Which
wanted
is
to
like,
try it. I've been
We
intimidated
were
because
an
I don't know how to
aggressively
play.
white audience.
I know, but it's like it's so intimidating. But once you get into it, it's like it is very simple chaos. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It is like there is fucking boiling vat of broth, and you just
Go
throw
nuts.
uncooked shit in there
Oh,
and cook it.
literally, as we're
Yeah.
recording this, I have a reservation already for my partner
For
and I
Hot
to
Pot.
go to Hot Pot on
Oh,
Friday.
fuck yeah. I hope he enjoys it.
You guys are
You
gonna love
show
it.
him, MJ. You show him how
I'm
what
already
you
doing
learned.
Hot Pot again.
Yeah.
He was like,
fucking-
how dare you? Because he's been trying to get me to go for like years.
Yeah, fine. When you're with MJ and Adrian, you're adventurous.
I see how it
Jeez.
is.
Right?
I see where your preferences lie. But it was so much fun, honestly. Like it was a great dinner, and then afterwards, just like the shenanigans just continued for the rest of the night.
More social time.
Yeah, and I feel like Saturday was like the last day for all of us because we left on the Sunday, even though there was like still more stuff happening that day. But Saturday felt like kind of like
Saturday
We were
was
exhausted,
I
but
was
it was
off the hook.
great.
so
Yeah.
exhausted.
Yeah.
Like all I had
So-
Saturday was the one signing I had with you, Adrian, at the book
Yeah.
nook.
And I
Yeah.
had one panel, which was great. It was about D&D and pop culture, and y'all know I love jibber jabbing about D&D, so I had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a super chill day. Super chill day. Like I like ran some errands, like went and picked up some clothes for my son, and yeah, just like bounced around a little bit. Like we had a nice dinner with Evan where we went for sushi.
It was a nice house dinner. It was great.
Yeah, we skipped the Hugo Awards to go have dinner. Just the
We
four
like
of us.
literally-
literally,
great
we were
choice.
all
Yeah, it was
so
a really good
tired.
choice, honestly.
If it
I could
helps.
not. I probably would have fallen asleep if I was at the
Yes.
Hugo Awards. For
That's
like,
why I
what,
didn't
2
want to go
hours or
because I was like, if I
something?
go and I
Yeah.
sit still for, I'm done.
I'm gonna
Like,
pass
I'm
out.
cooked. 'Cause
Yeah.
I checked my Fitbit data when I got to the airport on Sunday, and I did the math. And according to Fitbit, which of course, like it only tracks, like it doesn't always track all your sleep, whatever. I got 14 hours of sleep total between Tuesday and Sunday.
Right on. There you go.
That's why. That's why.
That's why. Yeah, like regardless of what time I fell asleep, I woke up at like fucking 6 or 7 a.m.
I know, freaking children. They've ruined
God
us,
damn it.
Adrian.
Yeah. So it's like the only thing I could do is be like, fine, I'll shower and cook breakfast. Like,
I'll get up.
I'll make coffee. And so yeah, so Saturday was really chill. But then like we just went hard again on Saturday night at the bar. Someone appeared with like a bottle of mead, and I managed to convince the bartender to let me open it.
I literally missed that whole thing. I just saw
Oh.
Adrian walking through the bar with a bottle. I was like,
I know.
what is happening over there? Like, whatever. I'm over this way.
It was a fun
Yeah,
time.
but that's the
Mead was
great thing
delicious.
about BarCon is
Yeah.
like random things happen. You're wandering
Yeah.
around with a bottle of mead. I was like randomly next to a couch with Holly Black and Lee Bardugo and a bunch of other like fucking titans of just like people just chit chat,
Yeah.
talking books.
Yeah.
And just like
doing
meeting
their
really good
thing.
people, like Marshall Moore is amazing.
Yes,
Such a
and
sweet
his
dude.
wifey. I
Yeah.
love them. I'm so sad they live
Yeah.
far from me. I was like, if you guys lived close to me, you realize we would like
Yeah.
hang out all the time. They're like,
All the time. Also, shout out to Ian Patterson because like
Yes,
Yes.
Ian.
he's like one of our biggest patrons on
Oh,
Patreon.
a
But now
fucking
I'm like
delight.
legit
He's
like
so
friends, man.
fun.
He's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He hung out with us the entire time, and he sent me a message afterwards, and he was like, "Thank you for convincing me to get out of bed. You know, I would have just like gone to bed early, but like, you know, you convinced me to come out and like hang out with everybody."
Come
And
hang
I was
out,
Yeah.
socialize
like,
a little bit.
he was such a sweet dude.
He's great.
Yeah, I mean, there are like too many people to
Oh yeah,
thank,
to shout
because
out.
honestly, it was beautiful. I basically just like pulled an all-nighter. I like slept 2 hours because I think we got back to our Airbnb
Oh
with
yeah.
like we had like a little crew, and we hung out at our place
Yeah.
just to kind of like, you know, have a little like
Wind down
Like a
sort of
wind
thing.
down. Yeah,
little
just
wind
chill.
down, chill sesh, and
Mhm.
then everyone left at like 3,
Yeah.
and then I slept for like 2 hours, and then left for the airport at like 5. So I was like dead for days afterwards.
Yeah, I believe it.
Same.
But
And then you got the con crud, MJ. So you
Yeah.
were like
I did.
really.
Well, it's funny because I lost my voice on Saturday, so I couldn't
Yeah.
speak really Saturday or
you were so
Sunday.
squeaky.
Anyways, I
you
was
were like
so
you were like a
squeaky.
doggy chew toy.
It
just
was
like-
seriously like really ridiculous. Yeah. And then it was funny because when I was texting my mom at the airport, she's like, "You can call me if you want and tell me what happened." And I was like, "I literally
Can
can't
we
tell."
text maybe?
And then I did end up calling her on Tuesday, and I was still squeaky then. And she was like, "Oh, I thought you were just lying because you didn't want to talk on the phone." And I was like, No, I literally lost my
My
voice.
voice is literally
It was
fucked.
gone. But
It's
yeah.
gone.
So
Yeah.
sorry for any dogs in the nearby vicinity those days, because I was way up in those what are the decibels or whatever hertz ranges. But yeah, no, super
Nice.
fun. I'm
It
really
was all
glad
worth
that
it.
I was able to make it this year, and
Yeah.
yeah, very fun.
It was
If
a
you guys
blast.
can go to a Worldcon, no matter what stage of your writing journey you're in,
Yeah.
because I met some folks that were like, we talked a lot about like
Unpublished.
the big names, but I've met some
Mhm.
folks at that con that were in the query trenches that just got their first agent, like, or
Mhm.
whatever.
Right.
And all
And indie
all of
and
them are
trad, like everyone
100%.
welcome.
Everyone commingling in a really beautiful way.
talking
Yep.
with all of the big names that we were talking to as well. Everybody
Yep.
just chatting together. So if you're able to afford it, or it's close by to wherever you are, if you're in California, whatever, for the next one, check it out. I would
Check it
recommend
out.
it. Yeah,
Do it.
it's great.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Greta the witch says do it.
I'm gonna hex ya.
I'm gonna hex you from the forest. But yeah, Worldcon was beautiful. Like, honestly, Greta and I had such a great time last year, and I was really glad that we were able to do it again. And yeah, I mean, like, we've had like so many heartfelt conversations afterwards about like, this was like such a bonding experience. It was really beautiful.
Mhm.
Like, between the three of us especially, but also just like all the people that we met, and like Evan and like Ian, all these people who we just like had online relationships with them, and now it's legit like
Now it's like a real
now
full
Now
it's
it's
like real
real.
friend, just text and be like, hey man, how you doing, like how's
Saw this
life?
and thought of you.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, that's kind
Yeah.
of like, as hard as this industry can be, these are the kinds of experiences that remind you like it's worth doing. It's worth
Mhm.
it to like keep going and develop these relationships with people, outside of just like a professional bubble. You know what I mean? Like, making it more personal, making it
more fun.
really
Yeah.
genuine, more fun. It's a beautiful thing. So
Love
thank you,
it.
Seattle, for
Hosting
giving
For
our
us
hosting.
shenanigans.
for hosting, giving us some
For having nice
beautiful
weather.
experiences.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a little spot of rain, but it's like par for the course in the Pacific
Yeah.
Northwest.
Seattle.
So yeah, if you're able to make it to Worldcon, do it. It's fucking awesome. It's a fun time. And I think all three of us are probably going to go to Montreal in 2027.
Yeah, hoping
Like,
to.
That's the plan.
just like, forget about it, LA.
Yeah.
Not going.
Just, 2 West Coast US in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're in Montreal, come say hello.
2027.
And if you're online, just like say hello as well.
Anytime.
If you met us at the con, shoot us a DM or like comment or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was really great to meet you all.
Yeah.
And just like sending big hugs and love out to all of you. And MJ and Greta, I'm really, really happy that we were able to do this together.
Me too. Super
Me
fun.
three.
Until next time.
Till next time. Bye.